to explain you the next paragraph, third passenger. Along with his shadow, he would drowse. Drowse is called doze. In the meadow, meadow is called the grassland. Lazily swinging. Swinging is called the waving or moving. His tail. At break of the day. At break means morning time. He used to bray. Bray is called the sound made by the donkeys. Not much too heavy. Heavy is called healthy. And hail. Hail is called strong and healthy. But a wonderful gumption. Gumption is called the courage and boldness. Was under his skin. Under his skin means something special in him. And a clean, calm light in his eyes. And once in a while he would smile, would Nicholas Ney. I'm going to explain you the first line of third stanza. Alone with his shadow, he would drowse in the meadow. He was alone there. And who was giving the company? No other companion was there. Sometimes other donkeys are there, they are giving the company to the donkeys, but here no other donkey was there. He was alone except his shadow, who was giving company, only his shadow. He would drowse. In a lazy manner, he was what swinging and eating the what? He was standing in the meadow and what he was swinging and eating the what? The thistle and spike plants. Lazily swinging his tail. In a lazy manner, in a lazy way, he was swinging. When they were just eating anything, the donkeys are eating what they are just waving their tail at break of the day. And usually in the morning time, he used to be accustomed to bray. Usually they were morning time, they were just making a sound. Too much too heavy. He was not looking too healthy, and what he was not looking too strong, but a wonderful gumption. But in spite of all these things, even that he was not so strong and too healthy, but a wonderful gumption. What was there? What was courage and gumption is called the courage and boldness was under his skin. What was special in his? What the special courage in him? And a clean, calm light in his eyes. There was a calm, peaceful light in his eyes, and once in a while he would smile. Would Nicholas, in spite of this miserable condition, his very worried condition, what he was, what there was a calmness in his eyes. I'm going to explain it again. The donkey would stand alone in the meadow. He was standing alone in the meadow and draw swinging. Drowsily means in a dozing, in a lazily manner. What he was moving his tail here and there in a lazy manner. No other donkey is there. At the break of the day, he used to bray, and he was just what morning time. He was braying. All the donkeys they are used to bray, but at that time, whatever he was doing, no other donkey is there to accompany him except his own shadow. Only the shadow was accompanying him. The lines lay stress on his loneliness. These two lines are just what expresses here, what the poet was expressing here, what the loneliness of the donkey. Next is at the sunrise and the break of the day, as it is natural for all the donkeys to bray. They are just naturally they are braying. They are used to morning time. They are just used to bray. They are making a sound. But his bray is called the sound made by the donkey. But his bray was not full of energy. It was not too heavy. Heavy means it was not looking too strong and hearty, and what not looking so healthy. In spite of all this, what that was all misery and poor health. He has a poor health because he was weak, and what he has a defected leg, and he was what in this that was in this lazy way. What he was braying, and he did not he did not have the the strong health, and he was what braying at that time, but his bray was not full of energy and liveliness. What he was doing, it showed that the donkey was not hale. He was not too strong and healthy in spite of all miseries and poor health. What the donkey had one thing special in him, it was his boldness and courage to make him smile. Make a smile showing a curious called the keen and peaceful light in his eyes. That is the Nicholas Ney. But the Nicholas Ney eyes, what was there? The boldness. When he was smiling, in spite of all these things, what he was doing, he was smiling and showing a keen and curious peaceful in his eyes. Come to the next paragraph. Seemed to be smiling at me, he would, from his bush in the corner of May, bonny and honourless. Widowed, he was without any honor. Widowed means the lady whose husband is died. And worn. Worn is called damage by use of water, that is called the worn. Noble. Noble is called here round and hard. Noble is round and hard. Need is called twisted body. Lonely and grey, and over the grass would seem to pass. Neath is called the beneath, the deep dark blue of the sky. Now it is the night time, so deep dark blue sky is there. He was standing beneath the deep dark blue sky. Something much better than words between me and Nicholas Ney. Now in this paragraph, in this stanza, the poet has this word shown the bond between what the Nicholas Ney, the donkey, and him. So here I am going to explain this. The poet says that the donkey seemed to smile at him. He was looking like he was smiling at him. And from the bush in a corner where he often stood. He always stood there in the corner where the bushes are there. Why he was standing near the bush? Because he wanted to eat and chewing. He was eating and chewing the what? The bush. Of May is called the hawthorn, that bush is there. Bony and honorless. What he was looking? He was so thin. Bony is called, his bones was visualizing. His bone is visible through his body. And honorless. Honorless is called that is without any honor, because he doesn't have any honor. Widowed means honorless. He didn't have any company. He doesn't have anything. And worn. It was just what he looked tired. He was looking tired. He was so thin that bones were visible from his body. And what? No person owned it, and he had no companion of his own species. He didn't have what any honor, and even that he didn't have any companion. And what he didn't have as his companion of his own species. He was looking so weak. Noble need. Noble need is called what? He was looking round and hard. Needed. Need means here what means that the donkey's knees are twisted and bent down. And but the donkey's knees are twisted and bent due to the weakness and tiredness. He was standing the whole day and chewing the wood, and due to that he was feeling tired. Due to that his twisted bones and bent down to the weakness and what? Tiredness. And what he was looking, he has the grey colored here. He has the grey colored here. And over the grass would seem to pass. And over the grass, he was watching him. He was quite alone there in the corner of the grass. He would pass night, where he was past the his night, where the dark and deep blue colored sky. And every time he was there in the orchard too, chewing the grass. And he was what? Like he was saying himself, he was feeling pity on his miserable condition. Something much better than words between me and Nicholas Ney. In the last line, what he has, something much better than words between me and Nicholas. Me is referred to the poet. What he has told, the poet has explained here, the poet seems to suggest that there is an emotional bond between the poet and the donkey, Nicholas Ney, and it could not be expressed through words. These things can't be. And here in this stanza, the poet has what explained the bond between, the similarity between the donkey and him. So in this paragraph, the poet has just explained and suggests that there is an emotional bond between the poet and the donkey, Nicholas Ney, and it could not be expressed through the words.